Benny Blanco didn't just stroll into a late-night bistro, he walked straight into a social media landmine. No paparazzi flashbulbs, no red carpet fanfare. Just dim lights, whispered laughter, and a single film lens capturing a scene that would detonate across TikTok within hours. Why? Because the soundtrack wasn't random restaurant chatter. It was Selena Gomez's own heartbreak anthem, Same Old Love, a track Benny himself produced. And the woman across from him? Not Selena. Teresa Marie Selena's Decade Strong. Ride or Die. By dawn, fans were drawing battle lines. Selena had quietly unfollowed a best friend, and the internet's favorite power couple stood at the edge of a rumor spiral. What really happened inside that restaurant, and did it threaten the relationship millions were rooting for? Let's step inside the chaos. From the outside, Selena and Benny's late 2023 engagement looked like a chilled champagne epilogue to two turbulent life arcs. For Selena, it felt like the first chapter written entirely on her own terms after years of public heartbreak. For Benny, it was the moment the perpetual studio prankster reshaped his brand into supportive partner. Status. Stan culture crowned them main character energy, not because they controlled the narrative, but because their vibe felt unfiltered and real, matching outfits that weren't coordinated by publicists, Instagram stories that felt like inside jokes instead of marketing stunts, red carpet glances that read genuine. Then, without warning, late March 2025 dropped a TikTok that threatened to reset the entire love story algorithm. Content creator Harry Daniels, famous for ambush karaoke snippets, posted a no-context clip. Benny and Teresa leaning over dessert plates, candlelight flickering, the unmistakable hook of Same Old Love drifting from the restaurant speakers. Harry half sang, half laughed the lyrics as he panned his phone. Benny caught the camera, smirked, and tossed out, "You following me now?" It was playful, it was harmless, it was potentially catastrophic. Because in the Selena cinematic universe, context is everything. Benny co-wrote Same Old Love in 2015, a breakup anthem now encoded in Fandom DNA. Pair that history with Teresa's status as Selena's longtime confidant, and the scene felt less like a casual Tuesday and more like the prologue to Fandom war. Within minutes, TikTok was ablaze with micro-analysis. One creator zoomed into Benny's fleeting eyebrow raise. "Look, that's guilt." Another slowed Teresa's nervous sip of sparkling water. Classic third wheel energy. Twitter threads dissected everything from the restaurant's location, Selena's favorite date night spot, y'all, to Teresa's stylist, who also styles Selena. By midnight, hashtags were stacked like dominoes. Hashtag same old drama. Hashtag Benny Blanco exposed. Hashtag Team Selena. Hashtag let Teresa explain. For half the fandom, it was an obvious nothing burger best friends can plan surprise engagements, right? For the other half, it was a red flag waving in floodlights. Fueling the frenzy, whispers that Benny had subscribed to Teresa's OnlyFans, that she'd been spotted at his studio without Selena, that hotel check-in receipts might exist. Were they legit receipts or fan fiction? Didn't matter. The possibility was enough for digital detectives to build 15-part TikTok DISSCRTATIONS as the TikTok clip looped into oblivion. Speculation wasn't just trending, it was metastasizing. What began as whispers and fan pages quickly escalated into full-scale discourse dominating timelines, group chats, and even Reddit sleuth hubs. By the time TMZ dropped their grainy stills of the now infamous dinner and Variety tried to catch up with vague statements from sources close to the couple, it was already too late. The story had outgrown traditional media. Fans weren't waiting for journalism, they were the journalism. Stan culture had evolved into its own investigative ecosystem, where commentary turned into case files. Threads broke down the exact time, stamps of Benny's smile, Teresa's posture, and the restaurant's song rotation. Aerial Google Maps screenshots even tried to identify what time the candlelight flickered, just enough to catch a look between them. But for all the noise, real evidence was nowhere. There were no hotel security leaks, no screenshots of flirty demons, no black SUV photos with time-stamped drama. All we had was a 15-second TikTok looped millions of times, and one high-impact Instagram move. Selena unfollowed Teresa. That's it, one swipe, one choice. But in today's celebrity ecosystem, that's enough to ignite a moral referendum. Was it petty? Was it pain? Was it power? We didn't know. We weren't owed an answer, but we still demanded one, even fans. within Selena's mental health advocacy circle began raising red flags not about the drama, but about the weight of digital obsession. Is collective obsession forcing Selena to manage real emotions behind a wall of silence just to protect her peace? The question lingered heavier with each passing day of radio silence. We'd entered the courtroom of public opinion with no defense, no prosecution, no facts, just vibes. And in that courtroom, speculation wasn't evidence, it was entertainment. Then came May 7, 2025. No press release, no tearful IG live, no tell-all interview, just a photo dump. Uncaptioned, unbothered, unapologetically Selena. Carousel opened like a whisper from the past sunlight bleeding through curtains. Sneakers kicked off on the floor, and in slide 3, Selena and Teresa Marie, mid-laugh, iced coffees in hand from a 2019 summer afternoon that screamed comfort, not conflict. 2 slides later, there's Benny in the most unfiltered moment. Yet wrestling Selena's family dog, grinning at her nephew, wearing sweatpants that looked older than their relationship. No performance, no PR. No statement, but a message. Loud and clear, we're good. The fandom froze, then fractured. Some breathed a sigh of relief. See? Nothing happened. It was all noise. Others were caught mid-theory, wondering, wait, was that unfollow part of something deeper? Did we just miss the whole point? Because here's what Selena does better than most celebs. She communicates with subtlety, with breadcrumbs, not blowhorns. She doesn't perform her piece for clicks. She doesn't note-zap her way out of nuance. She lets time speak for her. That's not silence. That's emotional boundaries, and for a generation raised on oversharing, it hit differently. Maybe that unfollow wasn't shade, it was space. Maybe the dinner wasn't betrayal, it was just noise. And maybe, just maybe, the way Selena refollowed peace without explanation was her version of closure. If this entire saga revealed anything, it's this. In 2025, privacy isn't protection, it's a myth. A single unfollow can unleash war. A 15-second clip set to the right song can rupture trust. And even dinner can become a betrayal if filmed from the right angle. Fame doesn't come with a mute button. And when you're Selena Gomez, an icon who's built her brand on honesty, heartbreak, and healing, every quiet moment gets dissected until it bleeds. Parasocial culture has erased the line between fandom and surveillance. We don't just watch. Anymore, we interpret. We assign motive. We demand receipts. We believe that every look, every post, every silence means something. And if it doesn't, we still fill in the blank dots. So, was Benny actually cheating? Did Teresa betray a sisterhood? Or did we just witness the algorithm doing what it does best, turning Tuesday dinner into a season finale cliffhanger? Here's the hard truth. We may never know. Because growth often happens off-camera. As speculation metastasized, mainstream outlets raced to catch up. TMZ posted blurry stills. Variety asked anonymous sources close to the couple for comment. Fans scoffed. We cracked this story days ago. Stan culture had become its own investigative newsroom, crowdsourcing clues faster than legacy media could load an ad banner, but real evidence remained elusive. No hotel CCTV, no suspicious DM leaks, no midnight paparazzi pics. Just that one TikTok looped 1 million times and a single Instagram unfollow magnified into a moral referendum. Even Selena's mental health advocates voiced concern. Is collective obsession forcing her to manage conflict in silence just to protect her peace? The question hung heavier each day she remained quiet. Then, on May 7, 2025, Selena broke her silence without saying a word. A throwback photo dump hit her grid soft. Lighting, vintage filter, memories wrapped in nostalgia. Slide 3, Selena and Teresa, laughing over iced coffees in 2019. Same carousel. Benny in sweatpants, wrestling with Selena's family dog. No captions throwing shade, no notes app apology tours, just lived-in snapshots screaming, we're good. The fandom exhaled, half in relief, half in confusion. Had we all overanalyzed an unfollow born from a private argument that got fixed off camera? Was it strategic promo for a new music era? Or simply Selena's version of healthy boundaries, step back, heal, move on while the internet spiraled? And sometimes, the most mature response isn't it expose, it's unfollowing quietly and healing privately, still wondering how this saga unfolded behind the scenes? Want more deep dive breakdowns, the kind TMZ misses and the internet only hints at? Then don't scroll. Subscribe. We've got more episodes on the way. Selena's biggest comeback arcs, Benny's behind-the-scenes studio secrets, and a full report on how the OnlyFans stigma is reshaping Hollywood friendships. Stay curious. Stay kind, and remember, not every unfollow is a scandal. Sometimes it's self-care. Click on the cards on your screen. We'll meet you in the next video.